Hi everybody, I thought I'd come in here and do a little vlog again. I've just been talking to the wonderful Tanya Elsfrey, who is going to be my guest interviewee in my She Connects Circle group, which is my monthly membership group. And she has a website called The Wiser Woman, so go and look that up if you haven't heard of her. And we were talking about kind of the perimenopause and symptoms, and just that women, because we both work with women, just that women have this real core belief that they're not good enough, and how that kind of spills out, if you like, into our everyday lives. And a lot of us kind of rob ourselves of our natural default state, which is joy and peace and well-being. And when we have that sort of core belief of I'm not good enough, we can feel very stressed, we can feel very run down, we can have a lot of self-concern, we can it will kind of manifest as we show up, and we're worried about what we say, we're worried about what we look like, we're worried about if we overindulged, we're worried about our hair, we're worried about our age, we're worried about what we ate, and we have all of this kind of bubbles of thought and what it means about us, and we kind of look for evidence that we're not good enough. And what I want you to know is that I lived my life like that. I lived my life in a perpetual state of chronic stress. I had post-traumatic stress disorder, chronic post-traumatic stress disorder, chronic anxiety, and I was constantly, I don't know if self-absorbed is too strong a word, but certainly I was constantly worried about how I showed up, what I looked like physically, what I looked like in my face, whether I said the wrong thing, whether that person liked me, and if somebody attacked me, which they often did online because of my old business, I personalised it, I made it mean something about me, and there was my evidence that I wasn't good enough. And I suddenly, a couple of years ago, fell into an understanding where I learned about the principle of thought, and I learned about how we create our experience moment to moment, and it has transformed my world. And as someone who runs their own business, I know a lot of you watching this may run your own business as well. And how that can show up and manifest when we run our own businesses, that we have a sort of busyness, we have an urgency, we have a worry, we have a list of things to do and we end up procrastinating, or we try and do something and we may be too frightened to put it out there in the world for fear of not being good enough or it being rejected, and we kind of stop that flow of creativity and of service and of kind of robbing the people who need to hear your message, whether you run your own business or not. I truly believe that you all have a message and a gift to give to this world. So once I learned about the principle of thought and kind of the principles behind joy and peace and acceptance, I started sharing them on these little videos. I have a free Facebook group called She Connects, which you can either find in the link in the bio if you're watching this on Instagram, or you can put it in the search engine on Facebook. And so I have this amazing group, but also I have a little membership group, and we discuss this more at length, and it's the cheapest way to work with me if you are drawn or anything that I say resonates with you, and that's called the She Connects Circle, which again, the links are either above or below. And the guest this month is the wonderful Tanya Elsfrey, who will be talking about our wiser woman and how we innocently as women pay so much attention to the stress to the busy mind, to the busyness, and to the kind of very critical thoughts that are telling you you're not good enough. So she's very in line with the message that I teach as well. So I'd love to have you join us, and thank you for watching if you do, and if you have any questions or you have any takeaways from this video, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll hopefully connect with you very soon. Take care.